My name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification right next to it for the latest uploads. Now, how do I go about setting goals? A few things to say, if I can remember them all. Now, firstly, it's worth understanding the power of focus. A lot of people talk about focus, focus, focus. And what they really mean by that is follow one course until success. Focus. F-O-C-U-S. Follow how many courses? One course until success. Because when you focus on one thing at a time, you can achieve much more than had you focus on multiple things. There is this brain test, this thought experiment, which lines up the alphabet, and then right underneath it the corresponding numbers, so A1, B2, C3, so on and so forth. And then it asks you to go say the alphabet and the numbers at the same time, so A1, B2, blah blah blah. And that takes twice as long as it would take if you were to just go one at a time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. A, B, C, D, E, X, Y, Z. If you're to do them separately, it's much easier, much faster, and much more efficient than doing them both at the same time. You see, the myth about multitasking isn't that it. It's more that the brain is switching gears constantly, like a car, going from here to switching gears going over there. It's not like the brain is doing both at the same time. It's actually switching between the task and the concentration and awareness very, very fast. And very, very, all the time. It's just awareness, the consciousness from that thing to this thing, constantly switching between it. And that's not very effective. If you just focus on something instead, you can have much more success. This is a mistake that I was making a few months ago. We're in September now. Yeah, a few months ago, a month and a half roughly ago, and I was doing two businesses at the same time. I was working on the personal brand, which is this video and the podcast and the book, and then also a hemp business. Now, because I couldn't talk about this much easier, this video and all this, much easier and quicker than the hemp cannabis sativa, I put that on the back burner to say, okay, I tell you what, take this, write the book, do a few of the cool things, get it very leveraged out, get it orchestrated very efficiently, do a few of the cool stuff on the horizon, and when maybe a virtual assistant and all the rest to manage it or outsource it, then go back to that. Just follow one course until success. That's how you set goals. A lot of people set what's called, the New Year's resolutions. Okay, that's fine, nothing wrong with that, but not everyone sticks to them. And at the start of 2017, I set myself about 5 goals. I will explain this later. Explain this as I go. What's called the 25 goals instead. Don't set one resolution. Create yourself a not to-do list. No, actually, no, I'll take a step back. Define 25 things that you want to do and you want to accomplish in your lifetime or in a year, for example. And then, from the 25, whittle it down to 5 things that you want to accomplish or do or achieve or whatever. And endeavour to do those 5 things in the year. But the other 20 things, that is your not to-do list. Don't touch this, don't work on them, don't think about them until you've accomplished these 5 things. And I made another slight mistake here where I'll accomplish one of these and then I'll replace it with something else. And it's like, no. Accomplish these 5 things. And so far, for 2017, I've accomplished one of them. I'm on track to accomplish another one. And the other 2, well, one is a bit redundant, and the other one is self-fulfilling prophecy. So this one will be accomplished when these 2 are done, and the last one I can't remember what it is now. Can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm on track to at least doing 3 of them or 4 of them in the year, which I think is pretty good. So define your not to-do list and focus only on the to-do list. So, for example, one of them is to write a book, and write my latest book, Attention Avalanche, which I'm well on track to accomplish that by the end of the year, which is great. Other one is to create a Udemy course. I've already created one, but I've got plans to create so many others. So that's more or less done. Other one is to phase out another business I've got right now, and that's going to be accomplished when I achieve other one. And this one was to start the hemp business, but that's kind of redundant. And the other one, I can't remember what this one is now, but follow one course until success. Because Bill Gates, when he met with Warren Buffett in the 90s, early 90s, I think for the first time or something like that, they were at Bill Gates' house, and Bill Gates' father asked Warren what Warren's secret to success is. And Warren then straight away said, focus, I believe it was, focus, or, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was focus. And then Bill said, oh, that's the exact same with me. These two great, quote-unquote great minds had the same conclusion towards success and to achieving their goals, focus. So when you're not being focused, you lose track of time, you don't achieve much. And by having these goals, it helps you to focus your time and energy on specific things and not being distracted by what else is happening in the world. Also, then a lot of people will then talk about setting goals and reverse engineering it. As I spoke in yesterday's video, don't so much think about achieving this specific goal, achieving this, when you get achieving this thing, because when you achieve it, it's catharsis and euphoria for a short period of time, but then it's like, oh, it becomes the norm. Then it's like, what's the next big thing to achieve? What's the next big thing? Think instead of terms of process process. Think in terms of doing X amount of things a day, working towards this intangible result. Think in terms of Stephen King endeavours to write 6 pages a day of his next upcoming book. That's his process. His goal isn't necessarily to write a book. Well, it is inadvertently, but his process, his goals, his focus is to write 6 pages a day, which helps him work towards this goal. And then, I don't know, write another book or something, I don't know. So those are things I would look into, defining 25... At the start of the year, don't bother with New Year's resolution. Don't just pick 25 things, and then scale it down to 5 things, and then focus on those for the next year. Because you see, focus is very important. We only have a certain amount of time in the day, and we have to really leverage and time manage that. So, remember that this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below, and press the bell notification right next to it for the latest upload, because this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So go out there today and do something remarkable. How cool is that?